Welcome, everybody. So glad you're all here. And we're going to set the energy now for kindness for each of you, to get connected to you, to be in this beautiful spirit of kindness. And so glad you came by today to experience kindness, to be in this element, to have it in your life, to claim it, to be in this circle, to be listening today to our incredible speaker, 15-year-old Connor, and his mom. My quote for the day is by Jewel. And Jewel says, "In the end, only kindness matters." In my world of kindness, I practice and recommend to you to practice a conscious act of kindness every single day. Conscious act, one conscious act of kindness. Imagine this, my friends, if each one of us did that, literally, what a wonderful world this would be. Because when you do that act of kindness, you know what happens. It's that ripple effect. In fact, I was going to read this at the end, but all of a sudden I'm inspired to read it now, by Kevin Heath. He says, "No act of kindness is too small. The gift of kindness may start as a small ripple that over time can turn into a tidal wave, affecting the lives of many." How about that kind of tidal wave? Would that be good? Yes, yes. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. I love that. And, just excited to have all of you here, connecting to each other in the spirit of kindness, because I know the energy of this is what multiplies and magnifies and creates that connection. As you stay connected to your kindness, it affects and impacts your business and the world and your personal relationships and everywhere. Yes, your neighbors, your friends, all of us. And so our inspiration is to create a kinder world out there and in here. Be kind to yourselves too. Don't forget that, please. Okay, and with that, I just want to jump right in because I am super excited. And just so you know how we go, we're always going to have a wonderful connection. We have two connections with each other. And today I am just super excited to introduce Connor. And Connor, make sure you guys are off mute. Connor and his mom, Erica. So hi, super excited to have
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
We are so excited to have you because I just want to share just a little quick focused intro that, well, everybody can read your intros in the chat, and do read that because Connor at 15 years old is making a huge difference, and he's been doing this since 7. Like, what's our excuse is all I can say, right? And I remember reading People magazine, the kindness issue, which I always devour and scour for great speakers for all of you and people of inspiration. And I came across Connor's story and I was in tears and just affected, as you will be too. And Connor, I want to welcome you to our kindness circle.
Yeah,
Connor,
thank you so much for having us.
you are so welcome. And I know you've been doing what you call kindness kits. Would you be just so in a short time, tell us what's a kindness kit? What are you doing out there?
So a kindness kit is our main project that we do as an organization. And it's a little red box filled with all sorts of toys, from educational items to fidget toys to just other distraction items. And what we do with those is we deliver them to kids in homeless shelters and hospitals all around New England. So we're actually in close to 50 locations now, and we've done close to 10,000 of them in about 3 years. So, but yeah, that's our kindness kit.
Whoa, that's amazing. 10,000? You delivered 10,000 packages?
Yeah, almost. We're gonna get there by the end of the year. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, can we just give him some love for just that? Really, 10,000. Of anything, putting it together is truly amazing. And before I go on with that, Erica, I just have to ask you, how'd you create a son like this? What'd you do? What'd you do to inspire this young man to really create kindness as his, center of his world?
Yeah, he's a good kid. I'm awfully proud of him. I only have one child, so we have a special relationship. And I should mention that my mother, Connor's grandmother, is very heavily involved in Connor's Kindness Project. She actually is the executive director of the nonprofit. So it's really a 3-generation nonprofit that the 3 of us are working together. But I think what inspired Connor to get started was from a very young age. I've always engaged him in community service, whether it was just donating toys to Toys for Tots or bringing, food to a dog shelter, whatever it was. I was always trying to have him have those community service experiences. So when COVID hit, I think he had a little bit of a taste of that industry and he wanted to do more, and I'll let him tell you the rest.
Okay, and I love that. So thank you. So Connor, tell us the rest. But before we do that, Erica, I just have to go back to you for a moment because I was reading in the bio about $1,000. Was that you who gave him $1,000 to give to any organization that he felt connected to?
So that my employer gives it's $2,000 a year to any nonprofit or 2 nonprofits. You can split it and do $1,000 each of your choosing. And so what I've done with Connor since probably he was 7, and that's, that's the age that you talked about earlier, was I let him make the decision as to where those dollars were going to go. So that forced him to do some research and look at organizations that were around and just understand what their missions were. So he has picked those since, for probably 8 years now.
I love that. Woohoo! Yeah. Let's give him some clap for that. And so Connor, I'm curious, what's your inspiration?
I think my mom said it really well, just like from a very young age. She's always got me engaged with community service. So I've always had that in me. And I think what inspired me was really during the pandemic. I was noticing a lot of people were struggling, especially kids. And, I wanted to do what I could to help. So I just started by doing 1 or 2 acts of kindness or projects a month with my grandmother to do what we could to better our community. And we kept doing more and more and did some work with some other nonprofits. And I think seeing what these nonprofits were doing and what these organizations and what the impact these organizations were having on the community is what really inspired us to start our own thing and do something we could call our own. And that's kind of how we came up with the kindness kit. And that's how we really got started.
Wow, I love that. Well, let me ask you, what do you think we can do to be kinder?
What do you think? I think you said this really well in the quote, but I believe kindness spreads like a ripple effect. And that's something that we say a lot at Connor's Kindness Project. So just focus on the small things. And I believe no matter how small an act of kindness is, it can make a big difference in the world. So that's what I would say, because that's kind of how I got started, doing small acts, and look what we started here. So just focus on the small things and do what you can to help, and it will make a big impact in the community.
Oh, that is so beautiful. And I know you've been doing this from the age of 7 to now you're 15. And I'm curious, what do you think the other kids in school think about your project? Like, have you started them doing other projects or being involved in yours?
Yeah. So for younger kids, not in my grade, we actually have a kids kindness club. And me and my grandmother will go into elementary schools and launch a club to inspire the kids and have them do some acts of kindness in their community. And that's something that's been pretty successful. We're in over 50 schools, and we personally led and contributed to over 300,000 acts of kindness between all the students.
Wow.
So that's grown quite a lot. So that's something that we do to get the younger community involved with us. But for kids my age, yeah, I go to a boarding school called Middlesex, and I've had a few times where we've delivered kits with them. And I think the kids are pretty surprised with what they see, like that I started something so big. And they're always pretty blown away, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of what I do to help get some kids involved.
I love that. And can I just ask you, why kindness? Like, really, what was it? Was it just, I know you've talked about you were inspired in COVID and you needed, but what is it about kindness in particular?
I think it's just kindness is what the world needs. There's a lot of bad things that go on. There's a lot of struggles in the world, and kindness is just something that can make other people happy and that we can all unite over. And I think it's important just to be kind, because it will help make our world a better place. And I can't really stress that enough.
We talk good about it as a language that everyone can understand, a universal language.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what your background is, where you live. everybody can complete an act of kindness and also feel the benefits of receiving one.
Exactly.
Mm. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. And Mom Erica, what are you doing while he's putting together the kits? What's your role?
Well, I'm actually the president of the board now. We've grown quite a bit. And I do a lot of help with just strategic planning on where we're headed, because we've really got some traction with what Connor and my mom have created here. And when we receive all of the messages of inspiration based off of how much of a difference they're making, it's inspired us to just want to grow and do more. So we're doing up to 10,000 kits this year, and we're going to continue that and hope to grow in other areas of, the region and have other partners. So I'm really helping with behind the scenes strategic planning.
Oh, incredible. Incredible. And really, thank you for these kindness kits. Thank you for who you be. I want to know from both of you, how can others get involved in your project? I know we just posted the link for how to be involved, but I just want to know, how can we help?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do if you're local to us. Our space is located in Lublin. We have take and make volunteer bins where you can take a bin and put some kits together. We're always looking for volunteers to come in and put kits together or help us around here. We have, if you guys have any businesses where you want to do like team building events, you can sponsor a kit and we'll come in and have a team building event where you can put kits together, and also we'll make a little sticker that says this gift was donated by this business, and you guys can pick where you want them to be delivered. So that's always an option. Donations always help us if you can't do anything like yourselves. That's always big for us, obviously, to buy product and stuff. Would you say?
Yeah, we have an Amazon wish list,
Amazon
which is on our website. But even if somebody can't, if they're not local to here, or they can't, afford to make a donation, even just following us on social media, right, Connor, and
Yeah.
kind of helping us just spread awareness. We're grateful for that. We want to let people know what we're doing and so that we can continue to make a large impact.
And something we're also focused on now is it's called Rodman for Kids Ride, and we're actually a part of that. And we're trying to get riders, and if you're not local to us, you can do a virtual ride however long you want, because the ride is kind of long actually. But even if you just don't make a donation and put it towards the ride, that's helpful, because we're trying to raise some funds for that. So that'd be great as well.
Beautiful. Well, I just really want to acknowledge the difference you're making, Connor. Erica, thank you for really inspiring him and being a backbone, I know, of this organization, and all you've done to raise kindness in your own child, right? And who's now spreads it out to the world in Connor's Kindness Project. I love that. And Connor, really thank you for the work you're doing in the world and the greatness of who you are as a human being. And we just love and appreciate you. Could we show him love in the chat and appreciate all of that?
Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your group.
Yeah.
We are so grateful for you being here today. Thank you so much. And everybody, woohoo, yes, give them the love, give them the love. Yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if you guys want to hear more about us, our website's a great page to go on, just for extra information if I missed anything, and to donate or look at the ride or other stuff like that. So it has a lot of information about us, so that'll be helpful. But yeah, thank you for having us on.
Thank you. Bye, Connor. Bye, Erica.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
Thank you to you too. Here's just being inspired from what just happened. My question to you is, what can you do today to be more kind? Practice that conscious act of kindness every single day. I look forward to hearing about it next month, September 18th, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll see you then. Ciao for now. Keep being kind, everyone.